For as long as your company exists, social media will be a very important part of your company, and you're going to have to find things to post. So where do you get inspiration for your posts and your content as social media changes and as your company changes? The first place you can start is on the normal, everyday operations your company goes through. People really like to see into other businesses. It makes it feel so much less small when we can recognize faces and we can know who the owner is and know what they do. People might also like to see how their product is made. Might like to see the funny things that your employees do in every day that they just do. What kind of people does it take for your company to run? Do you need graphic designers? Do you need CNC machinists, engineers? Do you need, IT people? What do you do every day? What fires do you put out? How does your day look? We see companies differently when we see the inside of them, no matter how big they are. I mean, when companies go from you walking in every other day and you talk to the same employee and you talk to the owner, and then it grows even just a little bit, and you're not talking to the same people every day. And you don't get to talk to the owner because they're busy trying to deal with their new business, basically. It changes how we view them, and it feels less personal. We see the inside and it feels smaller and more personable. We get to see faces, might even get to know names of people. Even if we never meet them, we still feel like we might kind of know them, or at least be like, yeah, I feel like I could hang out with that guy. Things like that. One thing that I think some people might want to stay away from, which you absolutely should not, is looking at your competitors' social media. As your competitor, they're going to think of things to try to beat you. And you can use their ideas, and they're probably pulling off your ideas too. Use their ideas. Looking at people who are bigger than you, looking at companies that are much bigger than yours. They've been where you are, and what has it taken for them to get to where they are? How can you improve on that story? It's such an easy way, and it's free, to increase your reach. A similar example is there are companies out there that will encourage their consumers to take pictures of them using their product and then share it with them. And then from there, they'll repost it, of course, giving credit to the original person. And they put no effort into anything in this. They literally just posted it and told it to go up at that time. And it still has that effect of making people want to use your product. In fact, I would almost suggest that it works better, which is kind of funny, because people are using your product and they're actually using it. They're not paid actors. Another place that I'm a little more apprehensive of is trends. If you use trends incorrectly or use the wrong trend, people won't take you seriously. Trends are meant to be a one-off. I'm trying to show this to a lot of people, but they only get to see you once. So unless you're really, really good at building trust in one go, you're not going to build a consumer base with it. They're going to see you once. They might like your content, but they're not going to become your consumer. They've seen you once. You need to show up in front of them regularly, which is why I like a more organic approach of using hashtags correctly, making sure that you're posting great content, and trying to get in front of people who are actually interested. Trends are about just trying to get in front of a lot of people. You'll get some attention. You'll get a lot of attention on that one post. You don't want it on that one post. You want it on every post. So if you're going to try to use trends only or try to post on more trends, it might work, but you also might get jumbled in all the other people who are hopping on this trend. And you're just going to be another person who was there who was trying to do this and try to be like everybody else. But the truth is, you really don't want to be like everybody else. You need to be you and show that you are a great company who can post great content, who can take care of your customers, who can build that relationship. Trends don't always do that. So keeping that in mind, trends are great for a one-off. They're not great as trying to build an actual relationship. Now that's to say that if you have an important event, let's say something that's really important, you want to get the word absolutely out there, putting the trend on there, that's fantastic. Actually, that could be a really great way to use it. But other than that, I don't see a lot of other possibilities that come with it. But I mean, that's just my thing. You have creativity too. I encourage you to use it. If there are ways you can use trends, I highly suggest you use it. But this is it for me. I'll see you guys later.